So you tend to sometimes not judge them as errors, and you need to be very careful about that, like the showing the back of what is it taking a back. What color is this? The student says remote. That's a wrong response. Yeah, it is a remote. No. What color is it? Student said remote. What color is it? Black. That's what it should look like. Okay, so be careful of those incorrect responses that may fool you as correct. Because, ooh, he said something about it. That was good. Your next error is they didn't respond. I sit here. What is it? Katie has processing issues, so I'm giving her time. She'll get it eventually.
Remote?
And she might get it. But the likelihood is that if a student didn't respond quickly, it means it's not fluent and accurately. So the likelihood is that if more than a couple seconds pass, what is it? Now I increase my chance of error. Either she didn't respond or she'll probably be wrong. I don't risk it. And if I wound up prompting her and she was going to be right, I didn't hurt her because I know how to fade my prompts and ensure that I reinforce on those target responses when they're independent. Okay? So we want to be very, very careful about that because look what winds up happening. Katie, you want to go down the slide with me? You're weird. Hey, do you want to come down the slide with me? What's wrong with her? She's not talking to me. She doesn't want to talk to me. The reality of the situation is we want our children to be able to respond when they need to respond. Because you're not going to go through you're not going to even always be there to be able to tell a student, give him some time, he'll respond to you. Kids are kids. Kids are on a roll and they're fast. Okay? So we need to teach them to respond fluently, which means correctly and quick. Okay? And then the last one is your self-correction, or what is also known as scrolling. Meaning, they go through their plethora of responses that they know have gotten reinforced. What is it? Car, blanket, remote, and eventually they land on it. And, oh yeah, it's a remote. No, because it's not a car, blanket, remote. It's a remote. So that we need to be very, and you typically are proud that they self-corrected. That's a sign of, I really don't know it. Okay, so you need to be very, very careful with that. Okay. This is plain old Plano, and we all know this even if we want to avoid it. And I said this before. The bottom line is I cannot tell you how many times. So has his problem behavior decreased? Oh yes, he's doing a lot better now. So how much lower is it? I would say like, I don't know, let me see. I think yesterday he did it like 3 times in the morning. When he slapped me, was that before we went to lunch or after? And when you come to see, let me just go ahead and start working. I'm going to observe him for a while, and you tally. I know his problem behavior hasn't become less. You have become more habituated to his problem behavior, so you're not noticing a lot of it now. Or whatever, or you were so busy with something else and never collected your data that it didn't tell you. So, in general, for instruction, whether it's problem behavior, whether we're teaching skills, doesn't matter. We really need to check ourselves, not rely on our memory. I know for sure mine doesn't work anymore. So what you want to rely on is accurate data, okay? However, I will show you how to at least simplify the data for things you're teaching.